We are in Seattle, no, not Seattle, Everett, Washington State, picking up a lumber load going to San Antonio, Texas. So back to Texas, finally got that oversized load off. That was a disaster, the whole thing. Picks up today's Wednesday. Picks up at 1:30, it's about 1:45. We got there about 1:30. And delivers on the 1st of June. So we got a couple days to get down there over the weekend and stuff like that. We got a fresh 34, we got plenty of time. So we'll get this thing loaded. It's a tarp load, and get it tarped, and we'll go from there. So here she is. We got her strapped down. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14 straps. 12 straps, I believe. That's what we got. Tarps are on top. Now go ahead and get this thing tarped, and then we'll be able to roll. Okay guys, it's a little loud. We're gonna walk to the back of the trailer. But we are over here at the pilot in Ellensburg, Washington. After we got loaded up there in Everett, we drove about, well, I don't know how far we drove from Everett, but for the day we drove about 250 miles. We're over here at the pilot. It's my fuel stop. And I scaled the load up at that one truck stop, but they screwed it up. They can never get the split axle right. So I'm going to rescale it here at the pilot. I think we're good. I went across one scale and I went through and they didn't pull me in, so I think we're good on the weight. I was figuring we were weighing 78,000, and I don't think we're over on total. I think we're just over on the, if we're over on anything, it's going to be the axles. So but it told me I only have 28,000 on the axles on both of them. So if I only got 28, then I'm not over on either axle, more than likely. I don't think so. I'm going to rescale it just to be sure here at the cat scale. Hopefully they can get it right on the split axle. If not, I'll just put the 2 split axles on and just measure them by themselves, or weigh them by themselves if they screw up the split axle, because they always screw it up. I rarely ever get a split axle weigh that's actually right. But anyways, I'm just going around putting a click on each binder. There's a couple on each winch. Tightening, just checking the straps. There's a couple that were loose. Not loose, just you can put a click on. They could just be tightened up a little bit more. And this thing don't deliver till Thursday. Today is Thursday, so I got 7 days, and that's because of Memorial Day. Memorial Day is on Monday, so no one's open on Memorial Day. And this thing needs a 48-hour free call, so they're not going to call it in till Tuesday, which means I can't even deliver till Thursday. So I got 7 days to go 2,400 miles. So, whatever. I mean, we could probably be there Monday, but they're not open Monday. It is what it is. So anyways, we're going to pull out of here, out of Ellensburg. I don't know how far we're going to drive today. We're not going to be cranking 600 miles a day. We're going to shoot for like 450. We're going to run 7-8 hours and shut down. Where we shut down, I don't even know. I haven't looked at the map, but that's the plan. That's what we're doing. We're going to pull out of here, get down the road, and probably get down into Idaho somewhere and shut down at a Love's or a Flying J or something, and we'll go from there. So we are in Baker City, Oregon. I believe we're in Oregon. Baker City, Oregon. We just pulled into this little truck stop, Baker's Truck Corral, off of 80. I think we're on 84. I don't even know. But where we shut down last night. Woke up in the morning. I ran this thing across the scale again. The cat scale there. They screwed up my split axle. They always do. But
a new message has arrived.
It came in as you know, as weight underweight. It showed like 28,000 on the tandems. We got fuel there, and then we headed down the road. We did one load check, and I don't remember where we was at. We did a load check, and now we're here at the truck stop here. We're gonna take a half-hour break, get something to eat, and then we'll be back on the road again. We are shut down over here at the Love's. We're at the Love's, and you can see it over there maybe. Over here in Bliss, Idaho, off of 84. We drove 490 miles today. Like I said, we weren't gonna bust it out because we only got, right now we got about 1,590 miles to go, which if I run 500 the next 3 days, we can be there Sunday. So, I don't know, we're gonna take a day off, I think. Monday's Memorial Day, so might take Monday off and just take it easy or something. I don't know yet. But anyways, we decided to shut down here. We cranked out, like I said, 490. Yeah, went in, got showers, got something to eat, And now just ready to pretty much call it a night. Wake up in the morning and probably pull another 400 or 500 miles, something like that. And yeah, that's what we got. I walked around, checked all my tires, checked all my straps. Tarp job's pretty good, looking pretty good, not balloon or anything like that. So, yep, that's what we got. Bliss, Idaho. We're gonna wake up in the morning, get out of here, and try to crank out another 400 or 500 and go from there. It is Friday morning, and we stayed over at Bliss, at the Love's truck stop over at Bliss. We come down the road a little bit, and a couple miles, and we stopped at Walmart. So we're gonna run in and get some supplies. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. It's not too busy at the Walmart. You can see it there. Anyways, I need to stop and get some stuff, some food and stuff, because we're getting low in the truck. So found the Walmart on Google Maps. Looked like it's pretty easy to get into. It was. And we got to do a fuel stop also. So our fuel stop's another 4 miles down the road at the Flying J. So we're gonna stop here, run in, grab some supplies, some groceries, stuff like that. Stop 3 more miles down the road, get fuel at the Flying J in Jerome. And then our goal is to run about 500 miles over to Rawlins, Wyoming. And that's where that's the plan, that's what we're gonna try to shut down tonight at. Over in Rawlins, Wyoming. So that's what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna run in here, get some stuff, and then keep on trucking. So we made it over here to Rawlins, Wyoming. That was the goal. We drove 502 miles today. So left Walmart this morning. I think that's where we left you guys at. Ran down to, did I say Rawlins? Yeah. Ran down to our fuel stop, which was in Jerome. Filled up the tank, got DEF and everything like that, and then continued down the road. Did a couple load stops. Nothing really exciting happened. Just a lot of load, just like 3 load checks. And then got over here to the Flying J in Rawlins, like I said, 502 miles. So got that taken care of. So we're just sitting at 1,200, I think. Right at 1,200 miles from where our delivery is. And again, it delivers on, well, we had to do a little change in there. But the original delivery date was Thursday. I actually called my DM today, talked to her, and she moved the delivery up till Tuesday. So Tuesday, 8 a.m. we're going to deliver this instead of Thursday, which works out a lot better. So today's Friday, so we got Saturday. We can probably run like 450. Sunday run 450, and that leaves us right around 300 and someone Monday to get down there close to San Antonio, and then go in 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning and get this thing off. That gives us another load for May. So I'm glad I talked to her and got that switch situated, because it was going to suck getting down really close on Monday and then having to sit till Thursday to deliver this. So that is going to work out a lot better for that. Still very doable, just 450. I mean, if I need to crank out 550 a day, I'll do that, whatever. But I think if we do 450 like we've been doing, we'll be right on schedule to where we need to be to get this thing off on Tuesday morning. Anything else? Scale tickets. I'm going to grab the scale tickets real quick, and we're going to take a look at them and go over them real quick, show you what the scale tickets look like for this load, because I talked about the scale ticket and they kept screwing up my tandems on my trailer. So I want to go over that real quick. Other than that, I think we're done. It's really windy here. I was going to go outside and like walk around and look at the trailer and make this video, but it is windy as freak in Rawlins, and I'm sitting at the back end of the Flying J on a dirt lot that's just windy and dusty, like really bad dusty. So we're just going to stay in the truck and do this, because you ain't going to hear me out there or probably see me, either one. So let me grab them scale tickets real quick, and we're going to look at them real quick, and then we'll be done. So when I got loaded up there, and wherever I got loaded, I don't remember what the name of the place was, they recommended I run up the road about 13 miles out of my way to go to Donna's truck stop, or Donna's, whatever. And it's not a cat scale up there. I was hoping it would be. But there's the numbers. The steer axles they said was 11,680 or 860. I mean, the steer or the drive axle right here, 32,180, and then 28,420 on the tandems, but they didn't split them. And then 76,460 or 72,460. I can't even read on the total. So that's what they got. And then I was looking at my this gauge right here, and it's actually down below 60 now. But whenever I first got loaded, it was up over 60. And I thought, well, I'm gonna be overweight on the tandem. So I went down to the cat scale and I wanted to get a split axle weight, but they screwed it up. I filled it up with fuel. When I went to Donna's, it was only half a tank. So I filled it up with fuel, and I got a 12,160 on my steers, which is still, I think I can have 13 on my steers. Drives are 32,360, which I think I can have 34 or 36, I don't remember, but that's legal. And then 28,420 and 28,420 on that. So that didn't change at all, which it wouldn't change with the fuel. And then 72,940, and it was 72,460. Yeah. So that went up, of course, with the fuel and everything. The total went up. But still, they're not splitting my axle. And I told them I wanted to do a split axle, but every time I go in there and tell them I'm doing a split axle trailer, they screw it up and they do just the tandems. They don't do the, they do them both together, they don't split them. But 28,420 is what I got. And if you cut that in half, that's 14 an axle. Now, obviously, it's not going to be 14 an axle even. But even if you move them around a little bit, you can have 20 on an axle. And that's only 28 total. So I don't think that that can even be overweight at all. Plus, I went across a scale house after I got loaded, and they let me run through. So if I was overweight, they'd have pulled me behind and had to talk to me, I would assume. I'm not going to be run overweight, I doubt. So that's my scale ticket. This one Melton paid for, and then I paid for this out of my own pocket because I figured they'd probably be pissed off that I bought 2 scale tickets within an hour of each other. So that's what we got out of my scale tickets. We stopped here in Laramie getting fuel. I'm gonna do a load check real quick. We went about 100 miles from where we stayed last night in Rawlins, and we're gonna try to get like 500 miles again today, I think. We're gonna be shutting down, I think, plants Springfield, Colorado. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but that's the plan. It's about 530 miles. We are over here in Berthold, Colorado. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably saying that wrong. We're at the Loves, taking our half-hour break, doing a load check. Finished up over in, where was I getting fuel? Laramie, I think it was. With the fuel on that last clip, and this got fuel, didn't get DEF. I don't need DEF. And we went 213 miles so far, so 213, I think we got about 275 to go, maybe something like that, down to Springfield. That's still the goal. We might actually go farther than that, but we'll definitely get to Springfield. Anyways, I ran into the Loves. They had a Taco John's in there. I never had Taco John's, so went ahead and got that. It wasn't all that. It was all right, I guess. Just some basic tacos, nothing to write home about or get excited about. But yep, my half-hour break's about up, so we're gonna jump back in this thing, head on down the road. We're right outside of Denver, I believe. We're getting ready to go on 470 to jump on to 70 around Denver. So that's where we're at, and that's what we're gonna do. First of all, it's a little windy out here, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. We are in Springfield, Colorado. We made it down here. Drove 502 miles down here to Springfield, and we are 694 miles away from our delivery. So our plan is to stop about 60 miles short of the delivery on Monday sometime. So we're going to push for probably another, we don't have to do a lot tomorrow because we got 2 days. We got tomorrow, Sunday, and we got Monday to get over there. So in theory I could run like 300 tomorrow and like 250 on Sunday or something like that. So I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. We'll get down the road a ways. I do need to do a PM on my truck. Get a fuel filter changed and have it greased up. And I also want to get a truck wash. Although the last 2 truck stops I stayed in have been on dirt lots. So I don't know. I start saying truck wash, and then all of a sudden we're parking on dirt lots. So anyways, That's what we got. Like I said, Springfield, Colorado. We're at a little dinky, I wouldn't even call it a truck stop, more like a gas station. You can't see it there. More like a gas station with truck parking. And maybe you can see it there. But anyways, it gets the job done. We got over here about 5. I think we left this morning about 7, got over here about 5. I think we cranked out about 8.5, maybe 9 hours, something like that. And then the other thing is I gotta look. I'm doing my pre-trip or my post-trip, walking around checking everything out. I'm driving down the road on both sides at the front here of my tarp. Here at the front, it's ballooning right here. So see if I can get these bungees here, get them stretched out across here maybe, or something to get that in there. Doing the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna work on that, finish my post trip. Already got something to eat. And yeah, we'll take out here tomorrow and get probably, like I said, 2, 3, probably 400. We'll probably do 400 tomorrow and then just finish it out what we got left on Monday, Memorial Day, and get to where we're gonna be super early. Call it a day and get ready for a Tuesday morning delivery. So sorry about the noise. I'm out here in the parking lot. We're over here in Luckenbach, Texas, and stopped to get an APM done, get the fuel filter changed, and the truck greased. But I went and talked to the guy, and he said it's going to be like 3-4 hours before we can get around to it. So I was going to run down the road to Sweetwater. It's about 125 miles. I did a load check here and did my half-hour break. We'll run down there, shut down there for the night, and I'll see if I can get it done there. I think I can, so we don't have to run that far tomorrow morning. It's like 150 miles, so we got to hang around there a little bit in the morning. We can do that, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to run down there, shut down, and see what happens from there. We are over here in Sweetwater, Texas. We got here, I don't know, 4:30, something like that. We ran 413 miles, and we have about 260 miles to the destination. But tomorrow we're going to run 217, I think, down to my fuel stop in Comfort, Texas. There's a love down there, and we're going to shut down there tomorrow night. Like I said, it's 217 miles over to there. So we left Luckenbach, and I told you that they couldn't get me in till like 3. So I got over here to Sweetwater and walked over and talked to them about getting the PM done to my truck. And they don't have no mechanics on duty. And he said, or I talked to the lady, she said come back tomorrow and maybe, just maybe, the guy that's in the morning might be able to do it. But as I think about it, it's Memorial Day weekend, so I'm not going to get it done on Monday. I'll have to wait till after Tuesday to get it done, which is fine. I'll get it done next week, whatever. I didn't get a truck wash either because there's no blue beacons around. There was one in the one city I went through, and I can't remember what it was, where I got fuel earlier, Amarillo, but it was on the other end of town, and I wasn't going out of my way to go over there just to get a truck wash. So I'll get that next week also. So that's where we're at. We are 217 miles. Tomorrow we're going to drive for Memorial Day, and we're going to make this delivery on Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock. Should be right on schedule, but for now, we went in, got showers, got something to eat, and we're shut down, taking a 10-hour break. We'll be up in the morning, rolling out of here probably about 7, and we got about 4 hours to drive over to Comfort, Texas, and that's what we're going to do tomorrow. We're still over here in Sweetwater. I do want to say the last couple clips are pretty loud, so I'm going to try to get in an area that's not so loud. Hopefully it's not loud here, so truck's running. But anyways, we're over here in Sweetwater, and I walked up last night, like I said, to talk to them. I said come up in the morning, so I came up, went up to the shop, just got back when I got back to it, and they told me they could get it in. So I went ahead and disconnected my trailer, and went up there and put it in the shop. They're going to do a PM for me. We can get that done today, and then we're going to head down the road. I think it was 217 miles, what I said, over to Comfort. That's our fuel stop. I was going to stop there for the night, and we're about 40 miles from our delivery at that point. So that's the plan. We're going to get the PM done here. We should be back on the road here within, I I don't know, probably an hour, and how long it's going to take them to do that. But hopefully within an hour we'll be back on the road and heading down to our final stop. Newsflash. So anyways, trying to get the sun out of your eyes so you can actually see me. Right after I made that last clip, I got a call from the shop and they don't have oil or fuel filters. So I guess I'm not getting a PM done here in Sweetwater. So we're just gonna get in the truck. We're gonna head down to Comfort. We'll get down there and go to the shop down there. We should be there pretty early, before noon, I'm guessing, or right around noon. And we'll see if they can do it. So that's the plan, let's get rolling. So we made it over here to Comfort, Texas. I think I got here about 12 o'clock. It's currently like 3. So when I got over here, I went over to the shop and they said they did have everything to do it. So we got the truck in there, they changed the fuel filters, or the fuel filter, and they did a grease job. And now, as you can see out the window, there's a truck beside me. But anyways, it is pouring down rain. It started raining about 45 minutes ago and it's been putting it down. It's let up a little bit now. So anyways, we went 235 miles today, which that's what we figured we was gonna do. We're 40 miles from the customer, the consignee. 8 o'clock appointment in the morning, so it's not too bad. 40 miles outside of San Antonio. Anything else? I think that's it. It was a good bit over there. We got here at 12, like I said, 12, and I think I put the truck in the shop about 1 day. Didn't get back out till almost 3 o'clock. Seemed like it took a while just to do a fuel filter and grease, and I think they were screwing around because of Memorial Day or something. I don't know. Anyways, we was in there almost 2 hours, so whatever. We got it done, and we're good to go. So yeah, 60 miles or 40 miles. I mean, like 47 miles in the morning. We'll get over to our consignee, get this thing off, and I don't know. We'll see what happens after that. We made it over here to San Antonio, and as you can see behind me, there it is. I got all the tarps off. Still got to pull the straps. We're gonna go across the street. There's a gate right on the other side of my truck, right there on the front of my truck. We're gonna go through there, pull the straps, and then this thing will be done and we'll be out of here.